Good morning, kids. Welcome to the class of computers. I, Miss Pooja Jiswani, is going to take your computer class. Today, we will learn something about algorithm and flowcharts. What is algorithm and what is flowchart? What is the use of it? See, in our day-to-day life as well, we put our task in some steps before doing it so that it becomes easier. Like before going to school, we get up early in the morning, brush our teeth, and freshen up. We take a bath, dress in our school uniform, and then only you would run to the school, right? So same way, before making any program, as you know, computer is nothing but a programming language. We write flowcharts and algorithm to make it understand easier. In a similar manner, steps or instructions are followed for many other tasks. The steps involved in carrying out a task can be expressed as an algorithm or a flowchart. First, let us study something about algorithm. What is algorithm and flowchart? Here, we will see the definition, explanation, and examples of it. Now, what is algorithm? A step-by-step solution of any given problem is known as an algorithm. Algorithm can be defined as a set of wise instructions that should be followed to perform a specific task, like solving a logical or mathematical problem. The steps listed in the introduction section is an example of an algorithm to solve the task going to school. Like I have mentioned earlier, those steps before going to school, in the same manner we can write an algorithm to solve a task. Now what is the use of algorithm, you must be thinking. Do you remember, if we purchase anything from any online shopping website, there are so many steps before to do. We have to write there are number, address, credit card details, and then only we are able to go further. What is this? This is nothing but a combination of steps, that is algorithm. Now I can give you one more example of an algorithm. Let's suppose you want to go to the market to buy grocery, then the algorithm for the same can be as follows. Step number 1 would be start. Step number 2, get ready and take the money and bags. Step 3, go to the market. Step 4, find the groceries to buy. Step 5, pay the bill. And step 6, take back the groceries to home. And last but not the least is stop. In this way, the algorithms are made, which are nothing but sets of instructions. Next is advantages of writing algorithm. When we divide the solution into steps, it becomes easy for the readers to understand the process. So with the help of algorithm, we can make it easy to write solutions of bigger problems and questions. Same way for the programs as well. There are programs which are difficult to understand, but if you write algorithm before it, it will become very easier to understand it. The next is flowchart. Now what is flowchart? Flowchart is nothing but a diagrammatic representation of any algorithm. As algorithm is nothing but a combined step, while flowchart is a pictorial representation of problem solving process, in which steps are laid out in a logical order using geometrical symbols. In terms of computer, this problem solving process is referred to as a computer program. Why flowchart? If we convert the algorithm into steps, it becomes easy for anyone to understand the steps, as a graphical representation is way better than a textual representation. Isn't it? Have you observed, when we go in the theater, we like to watch movies? Why so? Because it's nothing but a pictorial. You like to see a videos than books, right? Why is it so? Because in videos it is explained in a pictorial format. So that's why flowcharts are easy to understand, because they are graphical and pictorial. Flowchart symbols. In the flowchart technique, each step is represented by drawing a specific geometrical symbols. These flowchart symbols are connected by the flow lines. To show the sequence of steps, shows a set of symbols that are used in drawing a flowchart. As you can see here, there are total 7 symbols which are used in flowchart. The first one is in an oval shape. It is known as a start and stop. The name of the symbol is start and stop. This is used at the beginning and at the end of a flowchart to indicate start and end of the program or the algorithm respectively. It is always used in the starting as well as the end of the program to show the start and the end of the program. The second one is parallelogram. The name of this symbol is input or output box. This is used to indicate input and output of a program. For example, to read a number, print a name, etc. etc. The third one is rectangle. As you can see here in the red color, the name of this box is process box. The name of this box is process box. This symbol is used to indicate process or actions. For example, add 2 numbers, subtract 2 numbers, and etc. In this, you can write the formulas. The fourth one is in the diamond shape, the blue color. It is known as the decision box. This is used in the situation which demands you to choose either yes or no. Yes, it happens in the program when we have a conditions, like if the addition is 5, then it is odd number, while if the addition is 6, it is even number. So in this you can use a yes no condition, and it takes a decision. That's why it is known as a decision box. Direction arrows, or we can also call them flow lines. Now, in a flow chart, all the symbols need to be connected. Yes? So this line are used to show the flow and they connect all the symbols with each other. From these symbols, you can easily identify the flow of your program, the flow of a logic in a flow chart. Last but not the least is on-page connector and off-page connector. Easily, on-page connector, which is in a circle shape, is used when your flow chart is not adjustable on a one page. Means you have to write some of the part of it on the another page. At that time, you use this symbols. If it is on page, then you use on-page connector. Well, if it is on off-page, then you use off-page connector. Okay kids, so this is all about algorithm and flowchart. The remaining part we'll see in the next class. Thank you.